We're live, and I'm not got my camera on. Huh. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the premiere of Digital Ladies Unscripted. This new show celebrates women leading the future of digital assets. Tonight, we're going to share our personal journeys into cryptocurrency and insights on achieving success. In the second half, we're going to dive into the essential online security practices, offering practical tips for newcomers to confidently navigate the crypto world. My name is Melissa, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Keda. How you doing this evening, Keda?
I'm doing great. My name is Makita. I go by Keda1211 on the X app and on all socials. And I am super duper excited to be here today as we are going to be bringing real, raw, and unfiltered conversations about life, empowering women, diving into bold discussions, and sharing stories about things that inspire and connect us, especially here on this XRPL space, as well as in Web3.
Fantastic. Just so you guys know, there's 24 of you in here today. Welcome to this is the Labor Day episode, the birthday of the Digital Ladies Unscripted. So we'll never forget the first show that we ever had for this community of women coming together every Monday night. We're going to be every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a 1-hour show. Currently, we are streaming under the Dip a Toe Show umbrella. Also streaming on, let's see, we have a YouTube for Digital Ladies Unscripted. We haven't been approved to stream live there, but we will be uploading the episode there as well. Also streaming on my account, I'm World Be Free 888 on X. And on Keda's Brew TV. Also, Keda's Brew TV on YouTube. We're streaming there as well. And also from the Dip a Toe X. So lots of places. And not to mention, guys, this is the first episode of Digital Ladies Unscripted. And we are streaming live on televisions across 27 countries throughout the world via IMUTV.tv Web3. So if you haven't heard of IMUTV, check them out. We're blessed to be amongst the first content creators permitted on their platform, and we're super excited, and we hope that you guys can see us. They're going to be on Apple TV soon, and that is going to take this show and others to a whole nother level. So super excited. And just for some of the folks, they had some questions regarding the theme of the show in regards to men, you know, that sort of thing. Basically, guys, this show, it is, while we are a panel of women that are presenting and offering our perspective, we're going to have conversations covering legislation updates, builder innovation, security practices. But we also really want to shine the spotlight on the incredible women that are working or building in the industry. But that by no means takes away from the wonderful men that are working hard every day in this space. We consider them our partners. We love you guys. We definitely would love for you to be in the chat, and we love your perspective. We want to hear your perspective. So, and who knows, there might even be men that come on the Digital Ladies Unscripted. So,
and the other aspect too is that we also will have after spaces after the show. And you're more than welcome to come in there and address anything that we might talk about on this show. And if you wanted to get more perspective concerning it, you're more than welcome to be there as well, for sure.
And, you know, Keda, the other thing that's super excited, we have two special guests.
Yes, we do.
So the format for this show is, you know, Keda and I created the Digital Ladies Unscripted. But this is going to be rotating co-hosts, and two of the ladies that graciously accepted the offer to come on as rotating co-hosts on the Digital Ladies Unscripted show are Amanda, Miss Optimistic Prime, and Kristen, Lady K. Everyone knows Lady K, and Amanda on X. And so we're there's between the four of us to get started. We will be rotating co-hosts, and as we cover different topics, and like I said, this will be every Monday night. But without further ado, let's get Amanda and Lady K in here. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome. Hello.
Digital Ladies Unscripted. How are you guys this evening?
Great. Excellent.
Yep. Good. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here. Thanks for including me.
Did I just hear you say excellent? You got to say it the way you normally say it, Lady K.
Excellent.
Excellent.
For sure. Yeah.
So ladies, in order for the audience, because we have 74 people, this is incredible, guys. This is the birth of a brand new show. It's on Labor Day, the holiday, yes. And we've got 74 people tuning in, and that's just incredible. For those folks that don't know us, I thought we would all go around the room and tell each other, tell everybody a little bit about ourselves, where kind of, where you came from, how you got into the crypto space, and what you're doing currently within the crypto space. And why don't we go optimistic, Lady K, Keda, and then I'll go at the bottom half.
Me first.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, I'm Amanda Noelle Camellia Jones Archer, also known as Optimistic Prime or Opti. And many people probably know me from Spaces on X. Specifically, when I wake up in time, I co-host with Miss Lady K on Stone Space, Coffee and Crypto in the Morning. And then, of course, I made, my partial debut here on the Digital show. So when Simon was working nights in the fall and Keda was unavailable, I was co-hosting that with Melissa, which was pretty amazing for me because I was there when you were interviewing IMU TV and stuff for the very first time, which was pretty cool for me. And I found the blockchain through being a truther. Ultimately building my humanitarian project of my dream of what heaven on earth would actually look like. And I realized I was afraid of the blockchain and that wisdom is power. So I was like, I'm going to learn. So that's how I started. And I found these beautiful people on X. Once the sort of censorship went down a little bit, I returned to X and been on the XRPL since 2023. And I think that gives you, I'm pretty sure that's about as much as Melissa wants me to talk about right now.
You did fantastic. Lady K, what about you? How are you this evening?
I am great. I got into crypto. It really was the first real estate transaction that happened using crypto that made me take a look at it, because when my husband and I discussed buying it in it was either the end of 2009 or beginning of 2010, I was like, you can't just make a currency and it be worth anything. Right. Also, too, at the time we still had a desktop and I still had a flip phone. So I did not, iPhone had only launched 3 years prior, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't foresee a world where we would have a computer in our pocket.
Yeah, right.
So, how are you going to transact? How are you going to buy anything of value? That makes no sense. So when that happened, I was like, wow, okay, this thing has value and clearly can be used. So we started looking into it again. And now I'm on X and I'm learning everything I can, and I've become a validator, and it's just, I'm very fascinated with this technology and what it can do.
Man, that's fantastic. Yeah, you're definitely one that did a little bit more than dip your toe into this blockchain space. You too, Opti. I mean, you guys both are just phenomenal leaders in this space. And sometimes we don't really realize it. The choices that we make, the moves that we make, how important they really are. And you guys are just you're shining bright stars, which is why we wanted you to be on the show here and act as co-host, because we need more voices like yours. And, you're just saying, yes, average normal women that decided to dip your toe a little bit more. I keep plugging my other show here. But I mean, it's true. You take those little baby steps and then, boy, look what happens. So congratulations to that. Miss Keda, what
Hey
about you?
everybody, I'm Makita Maxwell, and I go by Keda1211 here on, well, not really on YouTube, but definitely on the X app. And I started a company this year called Keda's Brew, but I've been a little bit of everything, a little bit about me. I've done just about everything in customer service you could think of, and finally landed on becoming a nurse. And that was a second career for me. And that was about 8 years ago. I've done a little bit of everything from critical care to currently now working with people with special needs. And most recently, I did go ahead and start a business called Keda's Brew, where I started making whipped beef tallow balm. At the same time, I got into the digital asset space in 2021 after doing some travel nursing around the country, and had the money to invest. So I did. And then it led me to the X space and some wonderful people, just in me wanting to learn more about the space and what I held and how it works. And got in line with some folks that had a Discord, and it was great. I was a hodler for a long time, and met Melissa in that Discord, and we became fast friends, and just felt to be kindred spirits. We were able to go out to Las Vegas last year for just a meetup, and she ended up doing the pre-party for the Alan Staple crew. And this year she did the same, and it was an utter success that we were able to have all of the heavy hitters in the digital asset and cryptocurrency spaces there. And we got a chance to meet some amazing people. And we've got so many great people in this audience right now that we see here, everybody from Stone to Mr. Zam, and we've got Toasty, we've got Bradley. Well, listen, I didn't want to play like I know how to say it.
Ciracione, I think.
Ciracione. Yes, that is it.
Sing for Jesus
and all the folks. So listen, when it comes down to it, I'm not going to just overtalk it. What I am going to say is I'm super happy to be here with the ladies here and making sure that we're able to bring some light to those ladies that are doing huge things in this digital asset and cryptocurrency space. I've gotten a chance to learn so much more about the XRPL and what's being built on the XRPL. So I'm super excited to be able to bring that information out here with Melissa, and I'll land my plane.
Oh, I love it, Keda. Yes, you're another gem in this space. And meeting you, and you have a group of ladies where we all chat in the background. And one of the things that really impresses me about the women in this space is there's so many intelligent women. There are people behind the scenes that are not putting their faces out there publicly, but they are chomping, they're working, they're learning, and they're making major moves. As Mr. Man says, we're making moves, we're making major moves, right? Yeah. These women are powerful. And so, yeah, I am blessed to have met the group of ladies that you introduced me to. And it was a pleasure to hang out with you in Vegas for 2 years in a row. It was awesome. Guys, we have 175 people in here. Thank you so much.
That's so good.
Please share this out, get some people in here. There's a lot of folks in the chat. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys spending.
And don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. This is different than the Dipito channel. This is the Digital Ladies Unscripted channel. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down there, because we want to be able to get this show out to more and more people, aside from the 28 countries that we're being streamed live on IMU TV. So I'm super excited about this, and I didn't mean to cut you off if I did.
Oh, no worries. I just wanted to say we are not streaming live on Digital Ladies Unscripted yet. However, we would love for you to follow our channel over there. This is streaming on Dipito Show. Under Dipito, it's going to be under the Dipito umbrella for a while, right? Until we really gain some traction, and we get our channel up and really fired up. We do have some subscribers to there already, and we thank you so much. We also have a channel at DL Unscripted on Twitter that you can follow us there. And so, yeah, please join us on our journey. And Becky Forbes says, please hit the like button. Yes, Becky, welcome to Digital Ladies Unscripted. Okay, so my story in a short way. I'm trying to think of how to say it in a short way. Long and short of it, back when Bitcoin first came out, which was 2008, 2009 or so, I can't remember. I have two boys. They're older now, but when they were at home, one of them came to me and said, "Mom, I want to buy this Bitcoin stuff." And I say, it's electronic money, he tells me. And I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. Because I'm a Dipito, or, I don't do things. I don't participate in things that I don't understand. And at the time, I researched it. I tried to research it. And every video or explanation I came across was extremely either very boring or very complicated, like something way over my head in an explanation of what it even was. And I told the kid, no. I said, no, you're not doing that. That was a mistake. I will say right now that was a mistake. But in any event, fast forward to 2019, my big boss at work had given us all Bitcoin, and he kind of set us up with it. I had known a little bit about it by then. I had done more research and stuff on it, but still never really dipped my toes into it. Never bought any. He bought it for us. And he said, you got to hold on to this and learn about it. And after a year's time, you'll be able to move it about. You'll be able to take it and put it into your own wallet and all of this sort of thing. And so that's what I did. Now, in the interim, at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, I came across XRP, and something in my gut told me, like, this is something really big. And I had already been into like researching and things like that, like conspiracy theories, and, really got into what was going on with our government and all of the things. And the cool thing about Bitcoin was if the most important thing that I think that Bitcoin has done for the world is to get people to start thinking, what is money? How does our financial system work, right? It started raising all those questions, and I started diving into it. And I found XRP, and I was like, well, this is something interesting. So I really dove into that, and I bought into a little bit of that. And I've always kind of been someone that I want to help other people. I want to educate other people or teach people what I've learned, or attempt to anyway. That's what, I'm going to say, I'm attempting. I'm by no means an expert, but I do spend thousands of hours of my life over these past several years educating myself on all kinds of things. And so I started the Dipito Show a couple years ago with my co-host Simon. And that has been tremendously successful. It's been a slow organic growth, but we are really connecting with the builders that are in the space. And so, yeah, that's my story. I'm a grandma. I got 6 grandkids. I want to do this for them. I want them to learn about these things. I do have granddaughters, and I could see them one day. You know, maybe they'll take over Digital Ladies Unscripted. You never know, right? Like our ladies, our children could carry on this legacy of the show and continue to educate others. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So guys, I thought we would got to go around, like we got a few minutes to kind of talk about it, because we do want to touch later on about online security and safety. It's not just for crypto. There's a lot of things involved when it comes into dipping your toe into the crypto space, or just even putting a bank app on your phone, right? So we definitely want to touch on those topics. But first, I kind of want to go around the room and explain your vision for this show, and why you think it's so important that we have a show like Digital Ladies Unscripted. What do you think? What do you think it offers to the world? And whoever is wanting to go first, go ahead.
Well, for myself, representation is always important, right? And there's a yin and yang to everything, right? We see so many different projects out there. There's a lot of, different types of projects out there. And whether it be for just awkwardness or just, it's not my thing to, be able to be out there visual or be out there speaking to people because I'm nervous about it or whatever else. It doesn't take away from the actual contribution that someone has or someone makes to this particular ecosystem. So I think it's really important that people feel like they have a safe space that they can come to and have a great conversation, and it not be adversarial or anything like that, that they can feel comfortable enough to come and, answer the questions that people have, and to be seen in all their glory. I just feel like that's super important. And I think that, Melissa, you have always made your outlet a safe space for people to come and be able to have that type of environment. So I like to be a part of that and be able to make sure that we're able to bring those people on that don't get the spotlight the way that they normally would and should, so it's a great place to do it. Why not do it here?
I love that. What about you, Lady K?
Well, there's a lot of women in this space, and so I'll echo Keda's sentiment in that I hope that we can get them on here talking about what they're doing and feel comfortable doing that. So that would be really cool. And also, I hope that the guys, show their wives like, hey, and they start listening, and we can help them learn crypto. Because I know like a lot of guys are like, they don't really care, you know what I mean? So maybe we can get them excited in learning it. So.
Absolutely. You know what, Lady K, that's such a big statement that you just said there, because most of us that are in the crypto space, whether you're a man or a woman, generally your spouse has nothing to do with it at all. They do not want to know anything. They're tired of hearing about it. And so, it's super cool if we could provide the men that have women in the space that are they're just not wanting to listen to them talk about it anymore. Send them our way. Maybe we can bring them in, and give them a little bit of a different perspective than what they're hearing from their partner. Because we never want to listen to the person that's closest to us, right? Because it just works that way. I don't know why it's like that. But it is. So, yeah, that was gold. Optimistic.
Yeah, well, what Keda and Kristen said, obviously, bang on. For me, I mean, I was thrilled when you asked me. I mean, I obviously, like, shout out to the Illuminati Knights. They have a show tonight, and I really do love those boys. And so, I was a little hesitant because like every night there's something, and when were they going to do it, and how were they, And, twice removed, Melissa and Keda just decided to go for it. And so it's really nice for me to not have had to make those decisions and just to show up. And yeah, I'm excited about your vision. Just, what makes me optimistic prime is that I'm the best cheerleader. So, just being able to see you guys thrive and support the Dip a Toe show. I mean, we're trying to get to 1,000. Really, I'm like, it's me too, as far as I'm concerned. It's like 23 left or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe tonight. Wouldn't that be cool? And so just like to have that sort of separate, yet together part of the Dip a Toe show. And what Lady K said really resonated with me. You know, one of my favorite things about going to Vegas and Austin was meeting the ladies, and especially the ladies behind the men in the space that I had become friends with, and that they were that cool that they let me hang out with their husbands in spaces. And when they met me, they, it was like, specifically David's Evelyn. She was like my long lost sister, and I didn't even know she was in the background, right? And Janet didn't even know they were in the background, and they'd been listening to me for months, and it was really special for me to know these women. And so I think that, just as Lady K said, I think that we might see more and more women come out of the woodwork. A few more have been coming to the woo woo. I was thinking about them today, that like maybe they might end up here one day showing their faces and telling their story. And I'm excited about what you have in your mind, and I'm just excited about helping you pull that out and creating it with you.
It's so exciting because, first of all, 259 in the first half hour of an hour show. That is pretty darn good, I will say.
It is.
And for whatever reason, whenever 68J, he's had his ladies' night. We've done a ladies' night on Dip a Toe show. They all are very popular shows. People want to listen to it. They want to participate. And I think that's a really good thing. And that was also another reason for creating this show. There are lots of spaces out there. There's so many women that are on X building. You have Lady Dev building on X. There's so many people that are staples in the community, and they have the spaces in that. But there's not a lot of shows, the visual shows. And, like I said in Steak and Bake's space, talking about TrueFi the other day, shout out to that crew, by the way, also wonderful human beings, super excited for their project. But this is all about trust, right? And if we're gonna have people coming into the space, welcoming new people in, they want to see you. They don't want to chat behind an avatar and that sort of thing. And I think people are ready. I think there's a lot of people ready to dip their toe into this space and learn and grow together. And what a better way than to create a show where we do empower and lift up the women that are in the space and shine the light. Like I said, it takes nothing away from the men. We love you. You're our partners in this. And like somebody said, I'm sure at some point some men will be on the show as well. And definitely looking at the chat. I mean, we've got David XRP is in here. Stone is in here.
Mr. Zam is in here. Niall's in here too, by the way.
We have so many.
Hello, our wonderful people.
Yes.
If David's here, Evelyn's here too, then.
That's awesome. But yeah, and the other cool thing, guys, is that since we've discussed this and put this show out there, I've come across even more women that I didn't even know about. Like Keto has talked to me about Mel P and opulence and all these things. And so, I really hope that this show brings us together, all of the women across the chains. This is not just an XRP Ledger show or anything like that. This is, we're going to have in the third show or the fourth show of Digital Ladies Unscripted, we're going to have Christelle Buchanan and Jane
Jane
from
Butterfield.
Chat Build back on
Mhm.
and to talk about what she's done in the digital asset space. And so we're going to have a variety of people coming on from different aspects of the digital asset space. So super excited about that. Now we did so good. Second half hour. Transition to the old important topic of online security. And Lady K, you came on the Dippito show with our crypto security panel that we had, and you did a fantastic job on that show. I highly recommend anybody, if you haven't saw that episode, go over in if you're probably watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see the crypto security show that we had on, and Lady K was one of our guests. And your perspective is just so valuable. And you had sent me a procedure sheet, because one day you and I were talking and I said, I just need a cheat sheet by my desk. We need to have one for everybody to just glance at, because even whether you're in crypto or you're not, it doesn't matter. You need to learn to protect yourself, whether you're doing social media, online banking. You've got all these different phones. Some of you guys are gambling on your phones. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you're doing, and you're moving quick and you're not thinking. And so learning how to move in this space and protect yourself is the most important thing you can do. And so I thought that would be a most fitting topic for the very first Digital Ladies Unscripted. Kristen, would you like to top us off, or like begin us off with your security tip sheet and best practices?
Yes, and I probably should have brought that up.
Okay, no worries. I'm wondering if I can find it. If you just want to begin talking, I can find it and bring it up and share it on the screen if you would like.
I think I texted you on X, so I'm just going to go to our chat here.
Listen, I have saved it so many times, and when I was just doing this, I said, where the heck is the thing she sent me? I can't find it. And I've saved it like 3 times. Oh, I found it. Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. That's so
awesome. There it is. Okay.
All right. You want to share it from your screen, or you want me to share it from my screen?
Share from yours, because I have
okay.
it up in here. Yeah.
All right. Let me do this, guys. Let's get it up there. We'll do that. I'm going to make the whole screen big so everybody can see it. Hopefully.
All right. So this starts off with don't get tricked. I mean, obviously never click unknown links or open attachments unless you have confirmed that it's, the person sent it to you. You never know. You could have went to sleep and your best friend could have gotten hacked, right? So always confirm before you click links. And of course, ignore urgency. Urgent messages, you have to do this right now. If you think you're talking to someone and you're not, you have to do it right now is a big red flag. Slow down and confirm, right?
Can we have a discussion on this real quick? So, because I think this is a beautiful crypto security cheat sheet. And so I wonder as we go down the don't get tricked and the ignore urgent messages, maybe let's have a little brief discussion about each of these topics, because it's easy just to say don't do it, but maybe some of us have some stories of why we won't want to do that. And maybe if we just spend a couple minutes talking about that, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
All right. So let's expand a little bit on this. Never click unknown links or open attachments, whether it's a DM, an email, a pop-up, a text. Why do folks not want to do that?
Because you can click the attachment and it could be malware or ransomware, whatever they call it, right? So, there's there's a lot of different methods to hack someone, but the easiest is to get them to click a link that then gives them access that you wouldn't have otherwise given them.
Yeah, and I personally I get so many emails and text messages. I mean, it's really just ramped up in the past couple of years to where it's just literally spam. And you're really rethinking back in those days where you used to give your email and phone number to just anyone, right? Like you go to the store and they want your name and your email and your phone number. You're signing up for different stuff. You're putting your information into those darn coupon things that we did like 15, 20 years ago, and we're still getting emails from them, and it just provided just an avenue for them to send you a link that you have no idea what it is, right?
Yeah. And it might not even be exactly like it's not just your DM, it is your email too, right? So we're on this app, people hear us, they can hear what we're talking about, what we're into, we share, we overshare, right? So you definitely have to be more careful. Like, for instance, I pay a lot of contractors. I actually coincidentally was waiting on a new contractor to send me an invoice. I didn't know the email they were sending it from. I didn't know the format that they would use. This was a brand new contractor. I got an email that said, here's your invoice. And I'm like, okay, I'm strict about not clicking links. So I literally called them up and was like, did you just send me this invoice? And they're like, no, we did not. So it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, confirm, verify, confirm. Like, I cannot say that enough. If you do that, you're going to avoid clicking something you should not have clicked.
It's so stressful.
Yes, it is.
It's so stressful being in 2025 and being in this area. And yeah, for sure. I'm just remembering like the guy who sent me a message asking me to be on a podcast and sending me, the link that looked like a Zoom link and it not being, a Zoom link. And then when it wouldn't work, I actually, going through this whole thing, have, got AVG, and I got it so that it goes on my phone too, so that at least I have like some kind of viral protection. And it was literally that saved me on that link, because it said, this is suspicious, or this something. It warned me, and I was like, why is it asking me this question? And yeah, anyway, so for sure, I totally agree with that. Verify. And thanks for that story too.
Hey guys, I want to give a shout out to Sylviescape. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but she has an absolute beautiful voice. And she's in here tonight cheering us on. Says, you four are already respected and radiate in the crypto community. This approach will bring another dimension, another light. You'll be showing the way for more women to engage. We love you so much. Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Shout out.
For sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry about that, y'all. I got kicked out.
Dude, I was totally gonna ask. I was like, oh my gosh, where's Keda?
I got kicked out. It was so bad.
The rules of engagement are you just go with the flow, and
Yes.
and you pop back in like it never happens. If anybody saw the Caleb and Brown with me, the interview with Dipito, where I was literally kicked out like every 3 minutes, you just keep going. So no worries at all. Okay, so we're not clicking on links. We're ignoring urgent messages. The real projects don't rush you. What's next, Lady K?
In crypto, protect your keys, right? Like, seed phrase, never share. No legitimate person will ask. No legitimate project will ask. No hardware or hot wallet you're using will ask for those seed phrases. So never, ever share them.
So for the folks that are just probably watching this and they're not even into crypto yet, they don't really understand what that means about, never share your keys, never share your seed phrase. Anyone want to explain quickly what that is? We don't have to dive deep into it because it's not a tech show, but it is something that we want them to kind of understand what it is when it comes to crypto.
Basically, a seed phrase is your secret. It's like your decoder ring. It's one of those things that you get when you create a wallet, especially if you have like a hot, you'll have either a hot wallet or a cold wallet, but a cold wallet is where you have custody of it, and it will give you a key that is specifically tailored to you and your account. And it basically is the end all be all see all for your place on the ledger with your assets. And so the actual cold storage is one thing, but those keys are the most important thing, because it's going to be what gives you access to everything that has to do with those digital assets that are underneath that key. So you have to keep them safe, and you have to keep them protected. Wherever you have them, make sure you know where those keys are. You never want to have them on some type of a device that can be on the internet, so that no one can try to hack in and see it. If it's on your Apple phone and you try to back it up, people can hack your phone and then see your seed phrases, and then they can pretty much take anything from you that you have associated with that particular seed phrase. So it is one of the most important things concerning your digital assets that you may be custodying, or if it has to do with a specific wallet that you are holding it, regardless of whether it's a hot wallet or it's a cold wallet.
Nice. Good job, Keda.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, what's next, Lady K?
Can I add something to that?
Absolutely.
So in relation to all three of these, one of the other scams that I ran into was, should you find yourself in a predicament asking for support? You sort of alluded to it, Kristen, where I had somebody have like, we can help you. All you have to do is put your seed phrase into this system that we have, and it will trace what is happening. And I remember going like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. But then at the same time, one of the things that you get familiar with is when you are moving from like different wallets and you're opening your, wallet from this one in, because it's always on the ledger. So you can open the same wallet in each different wallet platform. And so, I had the experience of having to put my seed phrase into a wallet in order to see the wallet. And so I recognize that sometimes this actually did happen. And so, there's never support. Let me just tell you that right here, right now. There's never support. If you run into a problem, there's never support. The guy who writes you, the 10 guys underneath your message that write you and say, oh, this person, they helped me get my crypto back. No, all a lie. All a lie. So no support. Come to Coffee and Crypto. We know a guy who will at least track the wallets for you.
Right. And I had that. I actually, strangely enough, the exact situation you were talking about, I had that happen. And just to let you know, it does not matter what iteration you're in when it comes to being in the digital asset and cryptocurrency space. Even the most seasoned people get taken. I'm telling you, even the most seasoned people. And I literally have seen so many things on the X app, across the board, where people have been there and literally lost millions of dollars behind someone either having an emotional response to something, whether they've, lied and said somebody's hurt somewhere and you need money someplace, or they have somebody come in and act as though they're somebody that to try to guilt you into giving them your crypto or your keys or some other thing. So just be careful.
Be careful, guys. Be careful out there.
I mean, we have to take the personal responsibility of holding these assets and protecting them because we're holding them, right? We're not handing them over to like a central authority or a bank, right? So in the same way that if you went and pulled money out of the bank, you're responsible to hold that and make sure it's not lost or stolen. Right. And that's the same for the crypto assets. You are holding those funds, you are responsible for that. No legitimate person is going to say, give me the one key that will allow me to transact with your money and I'll help you. No legitimate person will say that.
Becky Forbes says, if anyone tells you you need to sync your wallet, do not respond. Excellent, Becky Forbes. Becky's had her own tragedy happen with that. She knows all too well what happens when you do that. So yeah, they'll scammers, and so she's saying scammers will impersonate companies like hardware wallet companies. And so if you take away one thing from this show tonight, please know when you get your hardware wallet, or even you join Coinbase or any of the exchanges to start purchasing crypto, just know that they will not reach out to you. They're not going to do that. You reach out to them, you go to their website, you look for their support, you engage first. Always you engage first. Don't put your questions out on social media. Not a good idea. You're going to get scammers left, right, and center. And then they're going to see you as a soft target, which was explained in the crypto security show. You look at someone as vulnerable, and so the eyes are on you now. So yeah, guys, we have 378 people joining us this evening.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's so super cool. All right, we don't have a lot of time left to get through, so maybe
a lot of this, I was very happy when I did this. Everything on the sheet was what we talked about on that show. So I was like, oh, great, I did a good job. But one thing is you actually can check links. So you can go to virustotal.com and you can put in a link to check it. I mean, that doesn't.
I never knew that. I never knew that before. And I'm going to put this in the chat.
Now that doesn't guarantee, you know what I mean, that it's safe, but it's a good way to check if it's already been flagged.
Yeah. You want to explain where you found this from, because you just took a course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you found it, or
no?
Or
I think we were talking on Space about it. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting who recommended this one. On checking URLs before you click on them. Oh, I'm forgetting who.
No worries. But I've often wondered that myself, and it would be really awesome if platforms that we were on had an automatic checking in place to protect people. You assume when you click a link on X or Facebook or other places that the link is safe. Like, they're not going to let a user upload a crappy link. And I think with some respects there are some measures in place for that, but people are tricky, right? They kind of dance around that, and generally, even if you go to one, then they get you to go to something else, or they want to take you away from the platform, right? And go into like a Telegram or a Discord or text message or something like that, a private chat, and then get you to start giving them other information. So yeah, definitely.
And can I add that, like, two things? One, when you start having daddy in the sky control what you can and cannot send, it becomes a thing. But I think what could negate, because we saw that with, oh my gosh, the platform, oh my gosh, it's just escaped me. Anyways, where it had the warnings, right? Remember, I sent it to you, my affiliate link, and then it had the warning on X. But I would say that one of the things I really don't like about X is it doesn't give you the full thing. Like, you don't see it all. It summarizes it for you. And I think the reason why they do that for you is that you don't leave, so it's like part of their whole, keep everybody on the app. But I think because you don't see the full write-up, you don't see the extra things that you could identify as a problem if you were able to see it. So, I would say that the best way to mitigate that would be to not, ban people from posting certain links, but make sure that the audience, just like the crypto thing and the sovereignty thing we're just talking about, you are responsible for yourself and you are responsible for what you're doing. And so in order to be responsible, you have to have all the facts in front of you, Yeah.
Go slow down, slow your roll. Don't get overexcited, especially when it comes to your money. You're not going to take your purse out, in a neighborhood full of people you don't know that's super crowded and start flashing your cash around, right? You're not going to do that. You're not going to ask a stranger to hold your purse while you run into the bathroom and expect that he's going to be there when you come back, right? So, these are common sense things, but I think that people we get really busy with our lives, and some of us are just so unsure when we start in this space that you're looking for people to guide you and help you. And others of us we think we're so educated, we're old pros that we forget some of our own safety protocols because we're moving and we're a little bit overconfident. So, I mean, these tips are for everyone, particularly those that have crypto in general. So, yeah, great tips.
And the blockchains that have smart contracts scare me, because you can interact with a token or an NFT or a contract that then is malicious and drains your wallet. You hear it all the time. You know what I mean? That's why I love the XRP Ledger and how they are integrating these, as primitives so that how they'll behave. Right. Yeah. And I love that about the XRP Ledger.
When you say primitive, can you just explain that real quick? What do you mean when you say that it's as primitive to the XRP Ledger?
Okay, so we should be getting smart escrows in fourth quarter, I think Mayuka had said last, right? And so smart escrows will be like a contract. If this happens, then this happens, right? But it's not something that somebody can just code on their own and put something malicious in it. It's a primitive on the blockchain that they can interact with and use, and therefore you can know, okay, if this happens, then this will happen, and I know nothing else will.
Awesome.
And primitive is built into the ledger. I don't know if there's a better way to explain it, but that's how I think of it.
No, I think you explained it really well. I would like to say hello to Jim Archer. Welcome to Digital
That's
Ladies
my husband,
Unscripted.
guys. He actually came on. I was like, it would really mean the world to me if you open the Dipito show and maybe make a comment. Aw, thanks so much. Aw, it's gonna make me cry. First time ever, man. You got a new subscriber, Melissa.
Yeah. I want to welcome Arlene. She's a new lady that's in our group here. Stop, check, secure, protect your wallet because your safety is your wealth. Amen, sister. Welcome to Digital Ladies Unscripted. Keep in touch with us, okay? And then Awesome Amy says, thanks, Lady K. Great tips. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic tips. Yeah, we've got some, and shout out to Habitual Line Stepper. Who else we got in here? Connie, Miss Connie. That's got cousin Connie from Coffee and Crypto with Stone at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday on X Spaces. Literally one of the best X Spaces that you can have. Grab your coffee, get in there in the morning. And Miss Lady K and Optimistic Prime are both co-hosts of that fantastic show. So if you're not on there, you're missing out, is what I always say. So how about one more good safety tip to share before we sign off and give our closing statements? Oh, you're on mute. Sorry.
Have a plan on what you're going to do. I mean, sometimes by the time you click it, it might be too late. They might be very fast. You can't set up another wallet to move your things faster. I cannot wait for the firewall, right? So have a plan on what you're going to do if something goes wrong. I think is a good thing to do.
Yeah. Well, always planning out. Everything that we do, we should make a plan for, right? I mean, we make a plan when we're going to go on a trip, or we make plans all the time for the man when we're working. we have an outline and all of this stuff, and it's super cool. This is one thing, guys, that I think about the crypto digital asset space, whatever you want to call it, where it really brings you back to reality and down to earth when it comes to money. And it actually makes you think about money in a different way than you ever have before, because we've always trusted. We've always trusted the custodians. And things are changing, man. The world is changing. We are going to more of a decentralized system. There's all kinds of opportunities out there for us to engage in. Those of you that have small businesses, there's so many ways that you can tap into this Web3 space and the crypto and get your business on the blockchain. So I just really encourage anyone that's listening, if you're not already dipping your toe into crypto and the digital assets, give it a look. Come back next Monday and watch Digital Ladies Unscripted. Watch Dip a Toe Show on Wednesday nights. We have a lot of interviews on that show as well, where we're talking all things digital asset related. You're going to have Keda's Brew TV on Thursdays. Optimistic Prime has your Boo Boo Book Club. And, as we said, like Lady K is, she's all over the place, co-hosting Coffee Crypto with Stone, and she has a real estate space. Actually, guys, we've got a couple of minutes. So for people, let's take these last 3 minutes to tell everybody where to find us so that they can follow you around and get to know you a little bit better. So we just kind of go around the room. We'll start with Opti, Lady K, Keda, and then I'll close this out.
Yeah, I'm Optimistic Prime, the way you see it here with a Y and the mystic on everything. And I got it so many years ago, guys. It's 2018. The only one that I'm not Optimistic Prime on is on TikTok, where I'm Optimistic Prime 5.0. And all the others are imposters. Well, there's a few other ones that me, but right now that's the one I'm on. And then obviously Blue Umbrella and stuff like that. But I'll talk about that some other time here on Ladies Unscripted. And thank you so much for having me. I really, it was an honor.
We love you, Opti, and we're so glad that you joined us. Lady K.
On X at Lady Kristen 222. And don't ask me to go to another platform. I can only do one at a time.
You do quite a lot on X, I will say. You really do a lot, and we haven't even come close to expanding on all of the things that you two ladies are involved in. That's for another show. That's for another show. Yes, Keda, what about you? How can people find you?
So you can find me at Keda1211 on all of the socials here on X. You can find me also on TikTok, Instagram, and on Facebook that way. And then also at my website, kedasbrew.com, where you can find the brew that's right for you.
Oh, nice and easy. And I am World Be Free at World Be Free 888 on X. You can also find me at Dip a Toe Show on X and at Dip a Toe Show on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitch, all these places. And I am UTV.TV Web3, which again, I'm mentioning Digital Ladies Unscripted. We are one of the first content creators that are streaming live right now on television in 27, 29, 20, I don't know how many, lots and lots of countries around the world. And we are so fortunate and thankful for that. And you guys, 400
We made it
for the last, it was fantastic.
Are we going to do a space right now?
Yes, we are. We're going into a space, 9:10.
We're going to go into space at 9:10. Follow one of us and meet us over there. And we will see you guys next Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, we wish you all a good evening.